Good morning, guys. It's the 7th of January. We are Signal Centre talking ball. I'm Joe Neighbour. I'm joined by Ian Coleman and Steve O'Hare. Good morning, gents.
Good morning.
All good?
Gold. Copper.
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 How are we all this morning?
All right.
Licking my wounds a little bit. I thought too much about the trade yesterday and it kicked me in the ass.
Yeah, it was...
No, it just shows you shouldn't think too much about trades. Just like do it.
No, just keep your risk reward good. And over the course of time, you should be all right, I think.
Yeah.
So let's have a look at what happened yesterday then. Not a lot, really. Steve, obviously, you got stopped on your Dow trade. It was looking okay at one point, but, it's quite a volatile beast is the old Dow Jones. So minus 1R on that. My one was 2 ticks better off, so 0.1R, and Ian was 0.33R. Or 10 ticks higher on Euro CAD. So not really a lot going on for us yesterday.
No, not at all.
Despite overall the market's sort of giving people a few opportunities. I think it was quite reasonable price action yesterday.
Yeah, nice comeback in the stocks. Gold as well. That's sort of sold off, but found a base around where the gap was. So that's back up higher. I think that obviously there's still a little bit of a risk out there. People are a bit worried about, the next move from Iran or even the US. Those stocks seem to have ignored it and just cracked on.
Tensions eased yesterday. Certainly, there was no immediate retaliation still from Iran, but I think everybody's still on edge that something may happen at some stage. According to our morning report this morning, there were reports that the US had denied a visa for the Iranian foreign minister, which hasn't gone down too well and continues to make the whole thing a little bit tense. So with that, anybody looking at anything interesting today, trade-wise? Ian, it's your honour. You can choose to give us an idea or nominate someone else.
I'll go in. All in. I think a lot of the majors and all the rest of it are a bit of a struggle to pick a decent level anyway from current prices. But I was looking at Euro Sterling earlier, but sort of selling up a bit of a rally, and that's taken a very quick dive to the downside with Sterling pushing higher. The trade that I have spotted, and it's probably still around about there, is this Euro New Zealand, and I quite like the correlation of this because New Zealand dollar looks like it's moved a bit too far to the downside, and it's just hit a potential double bottom formation. It's also got a 13 count on the daily chart, and it's also around 261.8%. So that should suggest that there's going to be a bounce to the upside in New Zealand dollar, and Euro dollar has reacted from a 61.8% fib. So I think Euro New Zealand looks quite nice, and I've got a nice little confluence area just here at 168.07. So I'm looking to go short. What is the current level? 167.76, 167.76, down to new lows, 166.20, and I don't want to stop up there. I'll have a stop at 46, which makes it around about 4-1 risk reward on that one.
Nice.
And that is me.
Okay, I was looking at indices this morning. Sterling has rallied, so that's dragged the FTSE lower. This is the hourly chart. We had a bit of a rejection up here and a bit of a wild move over the last hour or 50 minutes on that. I mean, when I was looking at this a bit earlier today, it was down here, so that was looking really bearish, is how it's going to continue lower, but it's recovered a touch. I was also looking at the DAX for this reason here. We've had this move lower. A sharp recovery higher towards the 61.8% Fibonacci level of this move here. So I was thinking we'd run into some resistance. I mean, we've been triggered on our intraday analysis. So I think it's probably best that I back that here in line with my overall view and sell it. So we are at 13,260.
Lovely.
And I've got a stop of 13,305, targeting a move down to 13,165. So live on obviously my gun to the head trade, and live on our morning call on the DAX.
Lovely.
Nice. I'm going to copy that trade actually, just personally, because you called it quite nice the other day. Let me share my screen.
No refund, Steve, if it doesn't work.
No, but I'm going to put my stop at 13,315. Just letting you know that 13,13, 13,313 is going to be the top today.
Okay.
Yeah, so I put copper up. I don't know why I did that, because I'm going to do oil. The main reason I'm doing oil is obviously we've had this rally on the back of the Middle East tension spiraling. We've had a little bit of cooling, and we've seen a shooting star candle post on the oil. And as I said yesterday, I think the only real thing that oil hasn't actually yet been affected, the supply hasn't been affected, because nothing's been done in terms of supply. It's just the attack on the Iranian Revolutionary Guard leader. So I think this could turn back to the downside, despite the fact that stocks are rallying. Again, I think the stocks rally may be quite short-lived. So I'm going to go with this. Now, ideally, you could think maybe we're going to get a head and shoulders formation. So my ideal trade would be either selling a rally up in front of 6,400, or selling a break, that's what we're doing on the intraday trade idea. So I'm going to just sell it anyway. 63.02 we're trading. I'm going to be reckless. I'm going to go, and I'm going to have a stop at 63.32. So a 30 tick stop, but I'm looking for it to go all the way down here. 60, 63 I'm going to do. Keep the threes going.
That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Would be
so
nice.
You're hoping for more conflict there?
No, I'm hoping for it to ease.
Oh yes, of course. Sorry, yeah.
Unless I'm going to completely mad. Hang on, let me see if I can get a little bit more out of this little daddy. Oh yeah, I'm going for just over 8R.
63.60. Sorry,
60, 62. That's 8R. Boom. That's what I'm doing.
Good luck.
And no one's going to stop me.
Okay.
I'm going to actually trade that as well. I'm going to put my money where my mouth is. Reckless I am.
Okay, so just to recap, Ian is selling Euro New Zealand dollar at 167.76. Steve selling oil at 63.02, and I'm selling the DAX at 13,260.
Lovely.
Stick all those in the show notes. So news-wise, yesterday, obviously as we touched upon, there was an easing of some of the tensions, and markets recovered. Certainly, equities recovered from the lows of the session. Crude oil continues to drift lower as the markets continue to wait for a response from Iran. UK data-wise, the December PMI was revised higher to 50 from the flash reading of 49. So that equaled a 6-month high, although it did still signal some stagnation. We've got the House of Commons returning to debate Brexit. And Prime Minister Johnson has reiterated that there will be no extension to the UK implementation period, and he's sticking to his guns on that. And obviously, with a Conservative majority now, it's going to be difficult to challenge on those fronts. Yeah. Elsewhere, there was some talk from the Bank of Australia. They have downgraded their growth estimates, obviously, with what's going on over there with regards to the bushfires. And they're talking about a reserve bank rate cut as a result of that. So Aussie dollar was sharply lower yesterday as a result. Anything else in the news you guys have seen?
No, I haven't really seen a lot. No.
There's a fair bit out today, but...
So we've got Eurozone inflation at 10.
Retail sales as well. And then ISM manufacturing this afternoon. And then crude oil inventories, or API weekly crude, but that's at 9:30 tonight, so that's after our close.
Okay, so
that's probably where my oil trading slipped down to stick a bit.
I thought I'd slip that in, yeah.
Might have to wait till 9:30. Damn.
And apart from that, no.
All right, so that pretty much covers everything. Let's see how we're getting with our trades, and we'll catch up with you all tomorrow.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys. Bye.
Bye.